The following broadcast may contain explicit language and adult themes. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions expressed in this broadcast are those of the hosts, talent, and guests, and do not reflect the opinions, views, and standards of Pyromedia Enterprises, affiliates, subsidiaries, or its members.
What is going on, beautiful people everywhere? Welcome to the Daryl Walter Show. I am your host, Daryl Walter, and welcome everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. Do me a favor, click like, click share, tell a friend, tag somebody in this. Let everybody know Daryl Walter is on, and we are going to talk about some things this week. So again, welcome everybody. Thank y'all for joining the Daryl Walter Show. Y'all have no idea how much I appreciate you so much. Listen, I want to welcome you. I want to encourage you to just keep going, keep on your path, keep doing what you're doing, and make sure y'all are all right. How y'all doing out there? Listen, before we get started, thank y'all again. Welcome. Make sure you share. Man, Kwame, there's so much going on in the world today, and we got to make sure our listeners are all right. Their mental is okay. Once we get started, once again, there's been a mass shooting. There's actually been two mass shootings, one in Texas and one in Atlanta, where a total of 5 lives, including 4 women in Atlanta, have been lost. And that makes a total of 133, yes, 133 mass shootings. Y'all, when is it gonna stop? When is this gonna end? Whether it's mental health or gun violence, and I'm not here to get into politics. We just can't lose another life. So here's what I want to do. I just want to take a moment of silence because it just hits close to home. And I just want to take a little 10-second moment of silence just to honor the lives that have been lost up until this point and the lives that have been lost recently in Texas and Atlanta. So if we could just take a moment of silence and just send love, encouragement, and just condolences to those who are hurting, lost a loved one right now. All right. Woo! Okay, let's take a deep breath. Let's just shake it off. There's so much going on. Let's move forward. Listen, first of all, it's Wednesday, Kwame. It's Wednesday and it's hump day. And I don't know. I've been working out. This is just me encouraging myself, okay? I've been working out. It is hump day. Right. Listen. Can I listen? Hold on. I don't know if the camera can really do this justice. But hold on. What's that back there? Y'all see that? Can I get in the camera? Huh? Baby, that's a whole hump. I don't know if the camera really got the good side of it, and I'm not here to toot my own horn, but I want the people to know that the squats have been paying off, okay? I will be hoochie daddy shorting it this summer, okay? In the name of all the little booties everywhere, okay? Listen, I plan on knocking chairs over, okay? I plan on carrying people's drinks with it, okay? I plan on being in one city and my booty being in the other city right behind me, okay? Let's just give it up for all the big booties out there. Whew. You better ask somebody. You better ask somebody. Now let's just get into what went viral, okay? I am tired of gossip. I'm tired of gossip. I'm tired of mess. I'm just tired of talking about all of it, okay? Kwame, what you think? Okay, I don't know. Do I want to start heavy and then go light, or do we want to go light and just stay heavy? I was thinking heavy, light, heavy. That's how I'm feeling. The heavy, light, heavy. Okay. Let's start with Sister Ebony K. Williams. Can we just call her to the altar? And you know what? Here's the thing. I realized for the Daryl Walter show, we're going to hold on one second, put it on pause real quick, right before we play it. Because I want y'all to know when I bring you the gossip, I pick and choose what. Okay. I let, it's so much going on. I let Kwame and Kyrie handle the majority of the mess. They got it on lock. Okay, but every now and then I pick and choose what to talk about. Now let's play this clip with Sister Ebony and Mother Iyanla. Go ahead.
Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it, if he owns the bus,
that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus driver. But we think that it's another human being's responsibility to give us what we need instead of us building together. I can build with a bus driver. I'd have my little stash over on the side in my prenup, but I could build with a bus driver. So I think some of the criteria that we look for in the reality of today keeps us unhappy, keeps us angry, keeps us imbalance. And then when the men show up, we want to beat them up because they're not living up to our standards and criteria. And it's not working, beloved. It's just not working. So
it's just not working, beloved. Now take them off the screen because we really gotta delve into this. First of all, here is the overlying question. Was she wrong? Was Ebony wrong in what she's thinking? She said, Iyanla asked her a fair question. Would you date a bus driver? And she said, if he owned it, then I need wealth, which is totally true. And see, folks, Kwame, I listened to it at first and I said, she's totally right. She has standards. Ebony is a woman of a particular age. We'll put that little part to the side. Ebony is a woman of a particular socioeconomic status. She is also a woman of a educational status. She is a lawyer, not to be played with. But here's the thing. With all that she has, see, this is why I said this has nothing to do with sisters. A lot of people got involved and said, which, you're absolutely right. She is entitled to feel what she wants. She should not have to settle for less. She should not have to lower her standards. She is a beautiful, accomplished, educated woman. But yet and still she's single. Okay? Sister Ebony, up until COVID, was dating a Jewish man who she divorced. You know why she divorced him? Because he chose to quarantine with his children. And she said she needs to be number one. Now, the interesting part about this is that Ebony wants to have children of her own. As a matter of fact, she's been public about shopping for daddies. See, my issue and my takeaway with it, which, by the way, y'all, she doubled down and she responded also, which her response actually made it worse. which is why I included her in what went viral. Would you date a bus driver? And let me just say this, Kwame. Can I just say this? Can I just park right here and say to my LGBTQ plus community, this doesn't exclude y'all? Uh-oh. We're going to talk about gay relationships and gay dating. This does not exclude us. We look at this situation and go, well, that ain't me. Some of y'all out there have the same mentality. But you're getting older and you're still single. And you want to create wealth, but your time on earth to create wealth is getting lesser and lesser. And let me just say this, wealth don't keep you warm at night. This isn't a relationship channel, and I'm not a relationship expert. But I think in particular with Ebony, let me just park with Ebony. This is Ebony. Okay. The issue is not the men. The issue isn't even that there aren't enough men for her. The issue is her. Okay. Sometimes you got to admit that you are the problem. Or admit what role are you playing in the problem. I'm trying to help somebody today. You know why? Because I know plenty of women who are educated, who are wealthy, who are successful in life. And guess what? They're married. And they're married to a man on their level. And they're married to a man who's not perfect, but they're married. See, I'm trying to figure out why Ebony's not married. Have you ever asked you that question? So that's why the light's flashing. And maybe some of you out there are Ebony. You're successful. You got an 800 credit score. You know, you are in a six-figure bracket. And listen, you shouldn't have to lower your standards. Howsoever, it can't be everybody. I said this to my friend earlier. You know, a lot of people say there's pee in the dating pool. Well, if there's pee in the dating pool, is it crazy that we're swimming in the dating pool? I'm just going to let that resonate right there. At the end of the day, to my sisters, don't settle. Don't lower your standards. But I am going to say, as you get older, a lot of men, they're not looking to date. They dating younger. And the ones they dating don't have a six-figure income. I feel like this is getting a little heavy right now. So let's just move forward. Let's talk about the Met Gala. Because that's more exciting. That was heavy. I know that was heavy. Okay. I picked a lot of pictures. Let me just say this, okay? I went through all 211 photos. And I picked the photos that I thought were the best ones for me and the ones that I hated also, okay? 2023 Met Gala. It was amazing. The theme was Karl Lagerfeld, right? It was all in honor of Karl Lagerfeld. It was amazing. These are the ones that I love. First of all, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. Hello. Rihanna shuts it down every time. But can we give credit to A$AP also? And I don't know if y'all saw how he jumped over the crowd and knocked that girl's glasses off. That's okay, because they both look good. And by the way, they are wearing, and I took notes too, they are wearing Valentino. Loved it. I love the sunglasses. I love the kilt. I love the vibe. I love the swag. Tap in the comments. Let me know whether you loved it or hated it. Let's go on to the next one. Cardi B. Cardi B is wearing Chinoing Studio. Loved it. Cardi B is another one that just found her voice in fashion. And I love every moment. She is literally just a walking muse. Okay, let's go to J-Lo. J-Lo is wearing Ralph Lauren. I chose this picture of J-Lo because one of the things, fellas and ladies, especially for those of you who are under 5'10", J-Lo is a short lady, okay? But I want you to notice how she has angled and positioned herself to elongate herself and elongate that beautiful dress. Now, here's my thing with JLo. I love the outfit, but I think she has a consistent aesthetic that she's locked into, right? But we love it, okay? We love the abs. We love the dress. We love that long train. It's giving drama. It's giving fashion. It's giving mother. But I'm looking for her to do something new, but I loved it, okay? There was so much to choose from. Let's move forward. Okay, baby, just bring up the picture on this one. One thing for certain and two things for sure, Little Nas is going Little Nas. And as you can see, he's packing his Little Nas. The thong is Dior, okay? He's spray painted in crystals and pearls. So with this Karl Lagerfeld theme, you know, I guess he had a cat. So a lot of people did like the black and white aesthetic, and a lot of people did cat themed things like Doja Cat and Jared Leto. But I love Little Nas X because when you're young, you can do that. You can show up to the Met Gala half naked, spray painted, and he's bodying. Okay, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. Little Nas is gonna body. Ooh, yes, Lord. Okay, let's go now. Let's go to this one, Kylie Jenner. Every time I see Kylie, the first thing that comes to my mind, hey sis, how you doing? Little Nas is Little Nas, and that's what he's doing. I love Kylie Jenner, and every time I see her, I say money well spent. Out of all the sisters, including Kim, money well spent. That baby went from what? Heath Ledger to a model. So a runway model, rest in peace. I don't know where that came from. She don't look like Keith Ledger, but you know, she was regular. I don't even know. Let me not call people regular. That's what got Ed in trouble. But the dress is dressing. Now Kylie is wearing Jean Paul Gaultier, okay, and it's the body for me. She's body yaddying all day down, and if you notice. She didn't wear no underwear, nothing other than that. That's all Kylie underwear. Okay. I loved it for its simplicity. Now, let's move to this next one. Lizzo. Y'all loved it. I didn't. It's giving Usher. It's giving attendance. It's giving Usher. I'm here for the pearls. This is Chanel. She looks fabulous. Wasn't a fan of it, me personally. Y'all let me know what you think. We halfway through it, okay? Let's go to Naomi Campbell. Baby, another one I didn't love. I just didn't love it. It's beautiful, but I don't know. I expected something different. But this is Karl Lagerfeld. This is like a spring 93 collection. Absolutely gorgeous. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't love it. You tell me. Now, this next couple I love. Paris Hilton and Marc Jacobs. I love this, okay? Y'all tell me what you think. Paris Hilton looks fabulous. That body is bodying. I love the pants leg and the suit on Marc Jacobs. Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Oh, this is a good one, y'all. Young Miami. I'm loving the evolution of Young Miami. I'm loving it. She went from popping and dropping and taking to being Diddy's steady girlfriend, which is a come up, okay? And look at that body. Look at that outfit. That's Sean John, by the way. Did y'all know Sean John was still around? Baby, I thought Sean John went away with the t-shirts and the baggy jeans, but I'd stand corrected. Bring Diddy up, because Diddy looks fabulous, and I love Diddy. Diddy was one of my top contenders for the fellas, but I'm gonna tell you who my number one. I'll let you know who my top female and my top male is. We have through it, but Diddy's wearing Sean John also. Who knew Sean John was popping like this? Why y'all didn't tell me? Is Sean John making a comeback, or is Sean John back and I just didn't know? Anyways, Who's next? Okay. I love you, Mary. I love you, and I know y'all love Mary J. Blige. But baby, Mary J. looks uncomfortable. This is Burberry, and it is Burr hurting because our Burr don't understand what the bird dang heck is going on with this Burberry. I don't like it. I didn't like it. I feel like, Mary J. looks like the side piece at the church. She looks like she'll definitely take your man at the church. Let's move on because I'm sorry, y'all. Tim's. This is another one I love. Tim said, I'm here to block you. I'm here to block your blessings. And if I need to, I will take your man. I'm here to block it all and take all my blessings. I'm catching all my blessings one by one. Okay? And if my hands can't catch them, I'm wearing a headpiece to catch them too. Okay? Fuck around and find out. I am the one. Okay? That headpiece is headpiecing. That is everything. Now, Tim's is wearing Robert ones. Okay? And it's the business. Now, this is my top female one. I love this one. Let's give it up for the one, the only. Body wear. Body who? She said, oh, y'all ain't gonna respect me as an artist. I'm gonna serve you androgyny. This is Tom Brown, by the way. Hey, Sister Michelle, how you doing? Welcome to the show. We just going through Met Gala. Tiana Taylor was my number one female pick, hands down, period, point blank. That is Tom Brown. The androgyny, the masculinity mixed with the femininity, and her body is just always just beautiful. Okay, let's move on. This is my favorite. This one. Wait, no, is this my favorite one? No, this is my second favorite one. I just love this. And let me just tell you something. Whenever I go back to church for Easter Sunday, this is the outfit I'm wearing. This is the outfit I'm wearing. And when I show up, I'm playing the tambourine hard. I'm going to beat the tambourine with the shimmy. I'm showing up. Love the outfit. That is She Osei in Adversary. Is it Adversary? Adversary. I'm so churchy. Adversary. Okay, Serena Williams and her husband, Alex Ohanian. I loved it because they are the pastor and the first lady, okay? They came, they showed up. They're here to collect their offering. They're here to get their anniversary gifts and going about their business. Congratulations on their second baby. They're not playing. Alex looks like he's ready to preach. Serena looks like she is ready for altar call. She is ready for Women's Sunday. She is ready for convocation. She's got a word in her belly. Let's go to Pusha T. I'm in love with this suit. Kwame, I need this suit. Okay, if the Daryl Walter show gets picked up and we become syndicated, okay, and we go to cable TV, I want you to buy me this suit. Okay, I'm just manifesting. Kerry Washington, let's go to her. Come on, Kerry. Oh, no, that's not Kerry. I forgot about, okay. This is Tyree Brown, Tyree Henry, and Karl Lagerfeld. This is the one. To me, this was the moment. This is fashion. Okay, this is what it's all about. I loved him. Was that everyone? Did I send you Lala? Pull up Lala. Shout out to Lala for body. And shout out to Lala for being just black on purpose. That was beautiful. That was Karl Lagerfeld. That was fashion, Michelle. Give it love. Lala is wearing Sergio Hudson, who is a black designer. Lala is one of those ones who has just been, down for people, just down for supporting. She's a real one. And her body is body. She looks amazing, okay? So those were my picks for the Met Gala. Whew. That was exhausting. Okay, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a commercial. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know Yeah, he would have loved all of that. R.I.P. Andre Leon. He would have loved all of it. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna work on my lighting. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we come back, y'all, we are gonna talk about dun, 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 Preachers and Deadbeat Daddies featuring Noel Jones. We're gonna talk about it in 1, 2, and 3. I'll see y'all in a minute.
This episode is sponsored in part by Bullet and Flight Radio. Get ready to uplift your spirit with Bullet and Flight Radio, the world's leading progressive Christian radio station. Experience the vibrant fusion of gospel house music and a rich medley of inspiration from all musical genres that'll make your heart soar. Join their extraordinary lineup of today's trailblazers, visionaries, and voices that matter, all sharing their stories and wisdom. Stay plugged in around the clock as they broadcast unmissable content 24/7. Your go-to station for all things inspiring. Become a pilot today by visiting bulletandflightradio.com. Bullet and Flight Radio. Your story, our station.
Welcome back, y'all, to the Daryl Walter Show. I am your host, Daryl Walter. Listen, if you are enjoying this content, do me a favor, click like, click share, tag somebody, or you can go and follow me on all of my social media platforms, on Facebook at Daryl Walter, on Instagram at Daryl Walter, and on TikTok at Daryl Walter. That's where the mess goes down. Anyway, speaking of mess, thank you, Michelle. I think Hope is gorgeous too. I wasn't gonna say anything, but since you brought it up, so I don't look like a stalker. Hey, Hope, we love you over here at the Daryl Walter Show. We think you're beautiful, and she keeps getting more beautiful. Like her skin, it's love because she's engaged now. So I think that's what love does. But child, I'm gonna find out anytime soon. Anyway, speaking of mess, I don't even know where to begin with this, right? So Noel Jones is the father. Noel Jones is the father of 12-year-old Anastasia. I don't know if her name is Anastasia Jones, but it's been confirmed recently that Stacey Francis, singer, entertainer, performer, she had a daughter 12 years ago, and it was recently confirmed it was Noel Jones. Now, here's the interesting part about it. This has been, well, let's just talk about it. There have been these rumors for years. Now, I remember Stacey from the Clive Davis party, R.I.P. Maybe. I don't want to get too much into it because remember when she almost got into it with Houston because Whitney thought that Stacey was flirting with Ray J, and Ray J was going with Whitney Houston. Okay, stay with me now. Now, apparently, we see you, Michelle. So, allegedly, Stacey is friendly and knows Noel Jones at the time. and other people, including Stevie Wonder, allegedly, which I've heard allegedly. Stevie Wonder is very friendly also. Now let's move forward. Stacey says, now first Stacey was denying it. Every time Stacey was in the public, Stacey would deny it. Kwame, let's play that clip. There's a clip of Stacey out. This was years ago. Now watch the way Stacey deals with the reporter. Can we play that clip?
Now that you're in the public eye, everybody's
I know, girl.
So they said that you had a child with Bishop Noel Jones.
Girl, you gonna come now? You gonna bring that to me?
I want you
I don't
to
talk about my daughter's father. Out of respect for who she is, I don't talk about my daughter's father. That's just, she's 4 years old. Everybody needs to mind their own business.
That's a baby. No,
she's a baby.
All we do is we tell the rumor and we like to go straight to the source. We don't report.
My baby is a baby. Her daddy. They said Stevie Wonder was her daddy. They said Will Smith was her daddy. Now they say no Jones. It ain't nobody's business who her daddy is. It's her business.
As long as she know, and you
as long as she know, and I know, I damn well know. But everybody want to know everything all the time, and then they be making up all kinds of stuff, embellishing, and they said I said. You read the article. Where in it that I say anything? The title Stacey confirms. I never did. You got to read the whole article. I never said. And what happens is though you get into the public media and.
Y'all. Okay, so as you can see in that clip, first of all, let's just break down that clip because I'm big on body language, right? Notice, you can take her off, Kwame. Take that video down. As soon as the reporter asked her that question, right? She looks back. That's her thing. She got to think about it. And she comes back and she's like, girl, everybody want to know who my daddy is. And then she just begins to walk around that question and do it so professionally because she's learned from the best, like Noel Jones. Can I just say, side note, love Noel Jones. I used to go to Noel Jones Church when it was Greater Bethany. I've been baptized twice in the church, and my first time being baptized was actually at Noel Jones Church. So I got a lot of respect for him, but I got to call it like I see it, because a hoe is a hoe is a hoe is a hoe, ho, ho, ho. I'm not saying no is a hoe. I just said a hoe is a hoe. Take it for what you want. Now, originally, Stacey lied out of respect for Noel Jones, out of respect for his ministry. According to Stacey, they dated for 5 years. Now, I know a lot of y'all, if you're like me, you're saying, now hold on. Didn't Bishop get married last year to long-suffering Loretta? Why, yes. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And Stacey spoke about that. She said, Loretta gave her a stern talking. So here's the thing. I'm sure Stacey knew who Loretta was. I'm going to just leave it at that. Okay, so let's just move forward. Here's the issue, and here's what I want to talk about. Because Noel Jones, so long story short, Noel Jones basically chose not to be in Anastasia's life. He hasn't seen her since she was 3 years old. And if you're anybody like me with any sort of daddy issues or father issues, you know that's a triggering thing. To think that this man, this bishop, who spiritually fathers hundreds of thousands of people all over the world, can't even father his own child. Now that's just facts. Now that's just facts. Now recently, Noel Jones has went from not being in the child's life to becoming upset when this baby, who now refers to Stacey's fiance as her father, Noel Jones is upset now. Allegedly. And now Stacey is stuck looking like the bad guy. I know a lot of y'all are like, well, why is she coming out now? You know, she's a home wrecker. She's this, she's that, and she's this. And you know what? That's up for debate. It depends on how you look at it. But however you look at it, what does that have to do with the child? I have a little clip of the interview with Larry Reed and Stacey. I want to go ahead and play it because I want you to hear from her mouth what she has to say, and I want you to tell me what you think. Kwame, let's play that clip. Gosh, I look good.
Thank you so much for taking my call. And I know we're talking about doing an in-person interview that's more in-depth, but there's one thing that really is, bothering me or concerning me.
I understand.
What kind of father has he been to Anastasia?
The last time he saw her, I think she was 3 years old.
Hold on. Lord Jesus! Lord have mercy, Jesus! What in the world? Use a pastor. What is wrong with you?
Okay, can we pause right here? Pause right here, Kwame. Pause right here. Here's the thing, y'all. Noel Jones is a lot of pastors that we know. This story is a familiar story to a lot of us. I know I'm not lying when I say that either you know someone or you know someone who knows someone in the church who slept with somebody's wife, who's gotten somebody pregnant, who's taken advantage of someone sexually, gay and straight. And there's a lot of illegitimate children in the church. I'll say it again. There's a lot of illegitimate children in the church. Here's my first question. Is Noel Jones right or wrong? And y'all can be honest. Go ahead and play the rest of the clip, Kwame. We're going to dig through this. Go ahead and play it.
I'm back.
No, I got it. I understand. Trust me.
Wait a minute.
Trust me. I understand.
What was there? Were you living far from him?
No, at one point, I even moved like right around the corner because he was saying because I lived about 45 minutes away, it was too far. So I moved us over like around the corner from where he lived.
He lived around the corner from her, y'all.
I'm not trying to, because I saw some comments in the YouTube video, right? And people are like, why is she speaking out now? And I, for many, many, many years, and the history shows, I don't have to prove anything because time has proven that, right? I never said anything. I never went public. I never said anything. I left the country. I went to London. I was working in London. This is where I met Alex as well. And we lived over there. And then on the onset of COVID, we came back to America. So it's been 10 years. It's been at least 10 years, right? So I don't have a purpose in coming forward now. Like, I've tried to protect his legacy. Clearly. I think, like you said, he's gifted. He blesses people. My auntie, who's also a pastor, I'm a preacher's kid. I grew up as a preacher's kid. So my auntie, she said to me, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. She prayed life into me at a time that I was going through it. Anybody that watched me during the years of like 2011 or 2015, anybody that really followed me probably thought I was crazy. I was always angry. I was always hurt. I was going through a rough time publicly. And I disappeared. I literally left the country. I went to...
See, y'all, she was going through a hard time right there. Kwame, I don't know if you remember. Y'all, see, I'm trying to be nice about it because Whitney ain't here to defend herself, okay? But y'all, she got into it with Whitney Houston. Whitney was ready to throw some paws on her. And let me just say, side note, Stacey, I think you're a wonderful woman. And I've been following your career. You a spicy lady. You a spicy lady. You know, she's from Jersey. She's about that life. And a lot of people, when she had that altercation with Whitney, it really ruined her career, in my opinion, in America, which is why she went to London. So y'all, she hasn't been in the public eye for 10 years. I gotta tell y'all, I'm honestly Team Stacey right now. I'm Team Stacey, and I support her. I don't care how many people she slept with or who she slept with, even if it's Stevie Wonder, allegedly. It don't matter. How do you live around the corner from your daughter's house and don't see her? And so here is my question. Y'all type into this one. Why do we give the preachers a pass? Why do we protect them and defend them at all costs? You just heard her say over the phone, she knows he's gifted. She knows he's talented. And I know the gifts come without repentance, without having to apologize for them, right? But do the gifts, do the gifts make an excuse for the behavior? Do the gifts make an excuse for the behavior? Because I love No Jones. God knows I do. But as someone who was fatherless in the church, I'll pause and let that marinate for a second. But also as someone who just didn't have his father growing up, I had to be my own father. You know, to hear that this man who has resources, that this man who is wealthy, that this man who is intelligent, Grace Jones' brother, cannot even take the time to sit with his seed is beyond troubling. It's sad. And the question is, why do we keep defending it? I'll include me. We keep defending it. He gets a pass because he's associated with, is that what it is? He is the brother of a celebrity. Let's play the rest of the clip, Kwame.
To London, and I was doing shows there. I was doing musicals there because I do musical theater on Broadway. And so I was thinking I was doing the right thing, you know what I mean? Because I felt like, let me just take my baby and protect us and get away from media, get away from people, because the media actually had found my number. I don't even know how, calling me. They thought it was all these different people. They were trying so hard to figure it out. And I said, you know what? I want to go. I want to protect my baby. I want to protect myself, because every time I walked on the red carpet, that question would come up and I would feel so awkward. And I feel awkward now. I want to, I want my daughter to be safe in this, you know? And so she is on social media now, and I guess very, very, very limited. Like we guard her. But she does, when she does post on her Instagram or her, you know, she'll make a mention about Alex, because Alex has been in her life for the last 5 years. He's the father that she knows, and he's been phenomenal with her. And I thought it was a blessing for us. I thought, okay, because I prayed about it. I was like, God, I don't want to do this by myself, and I don't want to try to raise a girl by myself, because a boy and a girl, they need that father figure, you know? And so I thought I was doing the right thing. And so I reached out to him and I was like, look, we've been in LA for the last 2 months, because he was supposed to see her 2 Mondays ago. And she texted him and asked him where to go, and he never answered. And she started crying. And so he said to me, and I could send you the text if you want to see it, but he said to me, how does someone who doesn't have connection feel affected by a stranger? And I said, look, you're her biological father. She wants to know why she actually cried and said, I want to know why my biological father hates me so much. And
You can take that clip down. Y'all. I know she's not innocent in all of this. Here's the thing. I know she's not innocent in all of this. But there's one person who is, and that's Anastasia. That's Anastasia. And I think about all the children across the board. Listen, let's talk about it. Jamal Bryant, William Murphy, amongst all y'all other pastors and assistant pastors out there that have illegitimate children because they slept with the choir director, or they slept with the woman that just got saved, or okay. And so even though she's not innocent, you're absolutely right. What price does Noel Jones get to pay? I believe her when she said that child is crying because she wants to know why her biological father hates her. But here's the thing that was interesting. And here's the thing with Noel Jones. Listen, Noel Jones is not going to get a pass, okay? Love him dearly, but we got to call a thing a thing a thing. He's good with words. That man is a player from the Himalayas. Go back and watch Preachers of LA. Go back and watch Preachers of LA when Loretta was long suffering, 15, 18 years ago. That man is married. I don't know why he's married. But I find it interesting that he waited until his late 60s to get married. And he got a 12-year-old child. And he tried to play Stacy too. Stacy should know she was a side piece. There wasn't no relationship gonna come of that. Let me see what Michelle said. I have heard Bishop Noel Jones preach, so I know what I'm talking about. T.D. Jakes is more charismatic, so that is why I say it is the celebrity connection. You're absolutely right. He is and you know what? Noel Jones is a celebrity without Grace Jones. Let's just say that. You know, Noel Jones, condoms work, man. Condoms work. And I have a feeling Noel's been laying it wide and dipping it low. And allegedly, from what I heard in the streets and the stage, you got some little half brothers and sisters running around, including one named Noella, allegedly. That's all allegedly. Kwame, save me. Tell me if I'm talking too much. We almost done. So my question to y'all is, what is the answer to change? He waited so long because he needs a... Wasn't Loretta the nurse at the church? I mean, I know she handles this business. What better way than to marry the one who can give you a sponge bath? Huh? And kind of do work. But let me tell you something. I'm half Caribbean. And Caribbean men, y'all know. If you've ever dated a Caribbean, you know. The loving is good, but the end thereof, that's no shade. Whew. I'm so tired. All that gossip. Anyways, y'all just dip down in the comments. What do y'all think? You know, what is the answer to change? Because, again, it's not just Noel Jones. It's not just Jamal Bryant. It's not just William Murphy. I remember when Kurt Franklin had a sex addiction and he was crawling through trash cans for porn. That's what he said. He admitted that. Don't come from me. That's what he said. But I want to know from y'all, what are the true answers to change? How do we remedy this? When are we going to start calling this out, or will this never change? Will this never change because of celebrity status, because of that power? Noel Jones is powerful enough that Stacey Francis will always look like the victim, even though I know y'all won't agree with me, and I know some of y'all, think I'm crazy, but I'm still Team Stacey in this circumstance. Because it's just like in court. It don't matter if she slept with only Noel Jones, or if she's, I don't know what they do behind closed doors. Kwame, pull up Major's comment, please. I'm not gonna say it. I'm just pull up the comment. Anyways, let me just share my final thoughts. One, y'all, I want to thank y'all so much for joining me on this crazy ride, because it just keeps getting better and better. Here's what I want to say to y'all. Everybody out there, know that you are loved. Know that you are amazing out there. Be the change in your community that you want to see. Let me just say this. If you have a dream, don't give up. All right? If you have a vision, stay true to it. But most of all, make sure you brush your teeth and your tongue. Because it don't make no sense to have a vision and a dream and you talking to everybody with monkey brain. Okay, that just don't make sense. So until then, I'll see y'all next week when we'll have so much more to talk about, all right? Stay tuned, follow my social media and all that stuff, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
The